I'll do at least 5 decks today, I think. On the play. There's like a bad commander deck I made once. Tumo is Brian Knight. What's going on? Should I start my day by making bad decisions? Almost certainly. That's exactly what I was thinking, Demir Spy. Like, this is really a 2-lander, right? It's a 2-lander that we're hoping is gonna draw a third. Just like one of our lands happens to die to Lightning Bolt and Fatal Push. Is that interesting, Jake? Oh no! Oh no, this card casts so many spells. Woo! Woo! The elves! We're gonna untap with the elves, chat. It was close there for a second. Blackleaf Cliffs casts a lot of spells, that means we don't untap with this elf, but we got there. Look at my spells are disjointed. What's going on, -3 card? So close to professionalism, yet so far away. Alright, what are the odds we untap a second time with this All the Deep Shadow? Actual 0? Holy crap. Gosh, we're lucky. I think I'm just casting this for 1. Can kill a Dark Confidant with this.
What's wrong, Jacob? Do you need help? Bring it here if you need help, buddy. Bring it here. Can you say help, please? You say help, please? Help. Okay, good talking. Remember, you gotta say help, please. Can't just scream.
Let's go down, Moondress. This also insulates us a touch against Liliana. But they have Liliana, I'd much rather lose this than lose one of my other elves. What's going on, Tom? Howdy, howdy. Vomit. Alright. I understand. We're dead. I think the spot removal and these explosives are fine. Walking Ballista is pretty bad. Eldritch Evolution's pretty bad against a deck that's trying to attrition us. Yeah, I think we are going to take Polymorph through a big boy league today. We have time. I'm looking forward to playing it again with the changes we made. I think I just want to do that. Seems fine. That's a good question, Fergal. This might be a quick one. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Land drop number 2. I'm so excited. Things I've never gotten to do before. No, when Matt gets here, we're gonna play Jund. This is where the magic happens. This is where the magic happens. Don't kill my little green men and women. They haven't done nothing to nobody, opponent. It's like Cascalgari charm here. Just vomit everywhere. Yeah, just a Tarmogoyf. Yeah, this feels so terrible. Just never get to 3 mana in this match. Ever. Off it. Off it. Alright. Take 2. Take 2. Let's try again. For those that are new to the stream and at home wondering why we conceded there, yes, we weren't dying anytime soon. We were going to get to take a lot more turns if we wanted to that game, but that game was over. We were not winning that game. Alright, Eli, I'm giving you a timeout here because you didn't follow the stream rules. So for those that are new, the stream rules are, if you want to give a critique on a play that I made, you can't just tell me I'm wrong. You can't just say, no, Hogland, you're stupid. You got to say, Hogland, you're stupid because you should have done this because of. The because of is the important part. You have to tell me why I'm supposed to do the other thing that you're suggesting is supposed to be done differently. If you don't tell me the why, it's hard for me to learn anything, and my goal is to learn and become a better Magic player. If you're just telling me I'm stupid and wrong, you're just like, I don't know, trying to make yourself feel smart and me feel dumb. Like, that's not constructive or useful. It doesn't need to be in my chat. Or pay money. Yeah, if you pay me money, you're allowed to tell me I'm stupid and wrong all you want. That's fine. You've paid the privilege to insult me. Oh, we played some Legacy this morning, Eve. All right, sweet. Looking like a linear mirror match, I think. I guess they have bolts in their deck. Their deck has a touch of interaction. Their deck has a smidgen of interaction. Why aren't you just playing Jundertron? Because they pay me to play things that aren't Jundertron, Tumos. Of course Twitch Prime money counts. Think of the sub badge next to your name as an insult insulator. It gives you the privilege and permission to just tell me my plays are wrong without describing why. Ideally, if you want to be helpful, you should describe why it's wrong. If your goal is to be helpful. But if you want to troll and you've given me money, like, that's fine. Use the chat to troll a little bit. This stream works just like the American box. Ain't that the truth? For enough money, you can make anything happen. Rats. Darn interaction. Why is your deck interactive, opponent? That's no good for me. Ooh, piece of candy. I don't have 90% of these supporting cards. There's a lot of different supporting cards, to be fair, Rolk. And there's so many. It's going to be interesting to see, like, as people iterate, which good BBE decks are over the future. Catch you later, Holy Helix Fossil. And we'll be up on YouTube as always. You mean Gemstone Mine? Gemstone Cavern's the pitch land. Hey, Chris Wallowicks with that brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. As always, subs are the best way you could support what I'm doing here. So, with Elvish Archdruid, you can go infinite with Staff of Domination. The deck also just has, like, the Ezuri Elves beatdown backup plan. Will you try some kind of BBE Elves deck? BBE Elves would be something I'd be willing to take as a donation list, yeah. More of what metagame that deck would be against. In my testing so far, the Bloodbraid, the Temur Bedlam deck, sorry, now that the words are out of my mouth. The Temur Bedlam deck has been very good against lands, Delver, 4-color control, and Death and Taxes, which are all like you hear a deck is good against those 4 decks, and you're like, oh, that deck sounds great, right? The problem here is that those 4 most popular decks, like they don't actually make up that large a portion of the legacy metagame, right? So there's a lot of random stuff like Storm and I'm gonna cast this out. So this makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. A sub badge for real. Yeah, I need to figure out what I want to do with the sub badges now that we're doing more magic and less hex. I'm not quite sure what I want to do there yet. That Lucky Charms deck seemed real medium. So we get to throw some chump blocks around here and then hopefully combo off next turn. Discarded Land Hollowed one. Do they have a Bolt here? Burning Inquiry. That's really unfortunate. I guess I'm just gonna Chord for 3 in response, right? Yeah, I think it's just Chord for Ezuri, right? And then, so I'm gonna take 6, 8, so I have to block both of these, and then I kill them on the backswing with everything else. Yeah, seems fine. Yep, Ezuri should kill them on the backswing. Take 8, go to 3, untap, kill them. Sweet. Alright, Tormod Crypt seems fine. Rex Sage seems fine for killing their silly things. I don't think this is an Abrupt Decay matchup. We have enough, like, blockers and stuff. I want to trim here. Yeah, Glissa just doesn't line up well against all the lightning bolts in the format, but like this deck is so full of things that you need to bolt that like it's mostly fine. Yeah, the staff can let you go infinite with some of our other cards. I think I'm gonna pull these out actually. That just rather have these. I could see Maelstrom Pulse being okay here too. I mean, that's just better than the Staff of Domination. Just want to be a little bit more defensive. I think our like elf beatdown plan, like we saw execute that game, is probably a little bit better than trying to do things with the staff here. See, it's fine. Not super exciting, but it's fine. What's going on, Maddie? Yeah, I'm getting the interesting decks out before you get here. What are we doing? I think you might actually like the Polymorph deck, though. I think the Polymorph deck might be good. Actually, the next 3 decks we're playing aren't like completely unreasonable. This deck's interesting. I don't know if this deck is reasonable or not, but probably the least reasonable of the things we're going to play today. going on, Smutty? Yeah, the Vial deck felt really reasonable. I wish Vial Smasher was playable in paper. By the way, what do you think about green, white, and green, black elves? I don't. Oh, I drew this. God bless being a wizard, chat. God bless being a powerful wizard. Because Vial Smasher's only printing is as a foil commander card, and the foil commander cards are generally warped beyond recognition because of the low quality printing that they were made with. No, I mean, it's literally unplayable because you will get banned for marked cards. You will get DQ'd for having marked cards in your deck if you play in a tournament. I mean unplayable in the most literal sense. In the most literal sense, you cannot play it in paper. Hey, Ari Land with that brand new $4.99 a month subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. Subscriptions, as always, are the best way you can support my content here. Yeah, basically what Andrew said there. Yeah, hopefully they print some of them in non-foil, I agree. I mean, that wasn't the worst draw. It wasn't like collected company good, but like next turn I can smash them for 2-4. Smash them for like 10 here. Okay, there are only 2 cards in hand though, so we're in a pretty good spot here. The Challenger decks are great, and it's everything Magic needs. I'm hoping that the Challenger decks is a sign that the play design team is going to end up pushing Wizards of the Coast to make more good decisions like that. I think they are quite excellent. Am I just smashing here? There's like a space smash face, right? Yeah. All right. Opponent seen enough. All right, on the scoreboard, out lineared another linear deck. They have a touch of interaction, and so do we, but that's pretty much a straight race. I believe I saw someone post that the Challenger decks will be available at Walmart and big box stores, but maybe I misread that. Challenger decks are pre-built decks that have a bunch of 4-ofs in them, so like they're actually just like full of playable Magic cards, which is kind of awesome. Look, go to dailymtg.com. They posted the deck list. They're like actually like powered down tier 1 standard decks that you have direct upgrades to. That was a good draw. That was a good draw. All right, let's find out if this Glissa bug's been fixed or not. Cavern bug's been fixed. That's good. I think I want to lead on Archdruid here. I think that's the one I want to lead on the most. Yeah, the fact that there's 4x of playable rares in these decks is huge. Like that's huge. That's fine. That's fine. You can't expect them to put 4 of mythics at everything. You just can't. I'm realistic. I understand that 4x mythics aren't going to happen. What do you think about elves in modern? I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's like a mediocre tier 2 deck. Maybe the addition of Bloodbraid Elf could help change the mediocre part of that equation. Maybe. I'm a big fan of Lead the Stampede in this style of deck. Is your Verdict Supreme opponent? Jace the Mind Sculptor. Rude. I'm gonna concede to a Supreme Verdict. I think of these elf decks in general are pretty bad against these heavily interactive decks as they're built, so yeah, 30 bucks for the whole deck. It's very good. Very, very good. Yeah, but like, it's probably better than Collected Company on average though, Chad. It's probably not much worse or better than Collected Company on average. That's unfortunate. All right, the good news is they bottomed their top card there. So, you know, maybe we're not getting swept next turn. Let's see, trade them. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. All of the Challenger decks are $30. All. I can't even Unified well their stuff. I guess Thoughtseize is fine. Walking Ballistas really don't do anything. This draws a card, right? So that's probably fine to keep in. Collar doesn't do much. And Trinket Mage doesn't really do anything. Reclamation Sage and Maelstrom Pulse are probably fine. Let's give this a try. It might bring in Mentor. Maybe. I think bringing in Mentor against my Creature Swarm deck's probably loose, but maybe I play few enough removal that it's fine. It's probably fine to keep it up my deck, right? I don't really want another land, but like I probably need a land at some point. And Cavern's a premium land in this matchup. Leaving up 4 green with Ezuri a consideration there. Yeah, maybe. I felt like the way they played the game, they didn't have the verdict yet, but maybe that was an incorrect read on my part. Yeah, I mean, you could play Lead the Stampede and Bloodbraid Elf in an Elf deck, right? Like that's what I would be interested in trying. I'd be interested in trying Lead the Stampede and Bloodbraid Elf. You have 2 different ways to generate card advantage. Might put a mulligan this game. Wasn't paying attention. I feel like I should have been. Attacking here, and then we'll go Ezuri plus Heritage Druid. Play this on Elf. Yeah, I agree. I think you just like play Stampede and Bloodbraid and then don't play Collected Companies and stuff like that. Untap, tap, draw a card. Alright. Guess this. In pure green red. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about not in non-elf decks? I'm not sure. Alright, I think I'm just holding this up to draw. I guess I can Thoughtseize them here, right? I'm gonna attack them for 3 and hold up draw a card here. No, I'd play a Jund deck. That's annoying. Do I just take Verdict and pass here? Is that insane? I'm gonna take Verdict and pass here. I feel like that's not insane. I kind of just like don't want them to be able to play their cards out for value while I'm waiting for, like, once their AV comes off, hopefully they'll have to discard to hand size. Like, that's a great draw. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass here again. Guess I could play this out. Yep, this is smart on their part, just like playing the card out of their hand to get some value out of it. Am I enough of a psychopath to play this and try and find Ezuri in response? Probably not. Don't do it. No, stop! He's already dead! Stop killing him! Alright. Dead anyways, might as well. That was my thought, Matt. Like, I feel like we're just, like, can't win regardless, so, like, I kind of want to just, like, jam. Could have gained a health, yeah. Things that are technically correct but won't actually matter for 100. Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah. I think normal elf decks are kind of poorly positioned right now, and I think this deck takes kind of the traditional elf shell in modern and like makes it pretty significantly worse just for the sake of like playing a bunch of cute cards. Like, this deck already plays a bunch of cards that already aren't individually powerful, and then like this card's adding in more cards like Staff of Domination and Walking Ballista and stuff like that, but that also aren't individually powerful. So I feel like the level of clunk we gain from just like having all these other random things in here just like is not worthwhile. So let's move on to other things that are hopefully gonna be more successful.